What do you think is going to happen to this balloon when I poke this pin into this balloon? Now, hold that thought and consider what would happen to the balloon if we push many pins into this balloon. Hi, I'm Ms. Hu, your physics teacher. So what we're going to be investigating in this video is the effect of one pin versus many pins on a balloon. If you have ever played with a balloon before, you would know exactly what would happen to the balloon if you were to poke it with a pin. We know how easy it is for balloons to just explode, right? So to prove to you that this is a normal balloon and a normal pin, let's see what happens when I poke this balloon with this sharp pin. Yep, that's exactly what will happen, exactly as your prediction, right? So now, what will happen if we have a lot of pins? So this is a card which I have already prepared with a lot of pins, and I've done this so that it's just easier to hold up that many pins at the same time. Otherwise, I'll have to hold the pins in my hand and it's pretty sharp, right? So it's uncomfortable. So you can do this at home as well. It's really easy. All you need to do is just get a piece of card and just poke a lot of pins through it so that the sharp part pokes out through to the other side. So I have here another balloon, and we're going to now observe what happens if we poke that many pins into the balloon at the same time. So we're going to do a close-up so that you'll see that I'm not making this up. So here's the pin, here's the balloon. You can see. I'm going to press it now. Is this as your prediction? That's right, it doesn't pop. And in case you're thinking, oh, maybe she's not pressing it hard enough, I'm going to go a little bit further so you can see how much force I'm exerting on the balloon. And you can see I'm really pressing it now, and yet it's not popping. In case you're thinking, this must be some kind of magic balloon that is not going to pop no matter what, right? So just to prove this to you, here's the pin now, and I'm going to push it into the balloon. And you can see it will pop. So totally unexpected, right? You would think, hey, if a balloon can pop with one pin, then shouldn't many pins be able to pop the balloon even that more easily? And this is why physics is magic. So why doesn't the balloon pop when there are even more pins being pushed into the same balloon? The answer to that is the concept of pressure. So when we only have a single pin, the area of the pin, as you can see, is extremely small. The sharper the point of the pin, the smaller the area. Now, pressure is force over area. So when the area is very small, even with a little bit of force, the pressure can increase. But if you have a lot of pins, even though there's a lot of sharp areas now, but because there's so many, the area is now multiplied. If we apply the same amount of force over this amount of area, the pressure decreases significantly. So if you exert a certain amount of force over this small area and the same amount of force on this larger area, this small pin would exert a greater pressure, while these many pins would exert less pressure, which explains why the balloon can pop. So the concept of balloon popping is not due to force, but rather due to pressure. So the balloon pops easily with a single pin because the pressure is extremely high, while the balloon doesn't pop with so many pins because the pressure is very low. That's all from your physics teacher. case you're wondering, like, oh, is she lying? Okay, the balloon popped.